Hey everyone, it's that time of week again. Welcome back to Crazy Ex-Girlfriend Highlights here on AfterBuzz TV. I'm Nino and this is Brianna.
This week, Rebecca and her anxiety took on a plot to destroy Josh's credibility, but as we all saw, it backfired pretty bad. We also see that Nathaniel still can't get over his feelings for Rebecca and gets his very own Paula in the form of George to help him try win Rebecca over.
In this episode, we also see Josh coming back from the seminary to some crazy accusations made by Rebecca to a local feminist blog that was set pretty much to destroy his life. And lastly, our girl Heather is finally about to graduate, but just like most college students, she's freaking out about post-grad life.
So much crazy and a roller coaster of emotions for multiple characters this week, so let's dive into our awards and see where the crazy meter lands this week.
This week we had two emotionally driven songs, one from Heather and the other one from Nathaniel, both expressing their current angst in life. The first song for the week was from Heather melodramatically singing a somewhat inspirational tune called The Moment Is Me, as she casually walks through the campus with two backup dancers by her side. Next, we have Nathaniel hitting us with some R&B vibes as he visits his happy place, the zoo, to take his mind off Rebecca while standing him up for dinner. And the award goes to
Heather's shining moment as she realizes the moment is me. Seeing Heather, who is usually the emotionless, carefree student in a rut and full of uncertainty, was a great look into her character and sets up a whole new storyline as the season progresses, while still being emotionless and carefree.
Although there were some great looks this episode, the only one that really stood out for us was Heather as Old Lady Heather during The Moment Is Me, getting an insight into Heather's style when she's older, while confirming that nothing about her personality will change is how we hoped Heather 40 years from now would be.
Since we didn't have that many outfits this episode, and we forgot to mention it in episode 1, we do want to give an honorary mention to Daryl's anteater costume. Seeing our favorite offbeat boss dressed up as an anteater to support Waijo was perfection.
Back to my favorite part of the show, the Rebecca Bunch Crazy Meter. This week, Rebecca definitely went up on the meter for me. As she begins to talk to her childhood self, who manifested in the form of her anxiety, I knew things were going to get a little loony from this episode. This week, I'm rating Rebecca as an 8. Not only was she having some conversations with her own manifested anxiety, but she also spread some insane amount of rumors about Josh, then tries to fly away with Nathaniel to Rome and leave her crumbling life in West Covina.
I'm going up to a 7 this week. Her making a plan to discredit Josh, but in turn making everyone in town hate him, including his friends, might have gotten her off the hook for seeming crazy, but just added it to the meter for me. Pair that with making Paula feel like a bad lawyer and question herself, and it's pretty unforgivable. Although some of her actions were more mean than crazy, I'm adding them into her score. Well, that's all we have for you this week from our emotional-filled roller coaster of an episode.
So what did you think of this week's episode? Will Rebecca run away with Nathaniel, or will her friends stay by her side and work things all out? Let us know in the comments below and hit us up on social media. I'm Nino, and you can find me at Nino Llanera.
And I'm Brianna, and you can find me at Phipps14. We will see you all next week.